Hogwarts Legacy is back with social media promotion. This time we have a feature for a particular potion. Let's take a look. Enhance your defenses with the Edurus Potion. You know how I am with pronunciations. Edurus, some other pronunciation of it, but regardless, we have this potion. We have our character who is, I'm not sure who this kid is. Is this just a random kid on the street that we're just facing off and having an impromptu duel with? He appears to have a mask, but we're ready to fight. I mean, maybe he's not a kid. Maybe he actually is a dark wizard, and that would make me feel better. I would feel really bad if we just walked up to people. Actually, no, I wouldn't feel bad about it. It would be kind of funny if we're like, hey, you, let's go, duel time. And we take this potion, our skin turns all hardened.
That is something that basically covers your skin in this like rocky material that reduces the incoming damage that you're receiving. So against big enemies, hard-hitting enemies like trolls, that's super helpful.
From the second gameplay showcase, there is a text that pops up and it says that when you hold the triangle button for PlayStation and whatever the equivalent is for other platforms, it will stun enemies with a counterattack of Stupefy. And that appears to be happening right here when we are battling this guy. From the state of play, we've seen our main character take potions, especially in the midst of battle. We also saw some battle combat where potions are also taken from the gameplay showcases. So this is something that's more specifically named, which is fun to see, especially because we appear to have some potion ingredients to look out for. So one batch of Ashwinder eggs, one piece of a mongrel fur, and I'm guessing those are the only two ingredients because the next card is one bottle of Erdis Potion. And it has a little text up here that says, potion that enhances drinkers' defense by covering them with rocky skin. You'll notice that this potion icon is the exact same one that we see happen in the second gameplay showcase. The potion is consumed. You can see the L1. It goes down and has a cooldown as well. You can see the skin. It's turning into stone, and it's meant to enhance your defense. So this means that this type of potion is going to be available in our tool wheel, among other things, like the Venomous Tentacula turret and other potions. There are some locked icons that we couldn't quite tell what they were, but there is a question of what other potions can we brew and what materials might we need for those. This is the only time we've seen the tool wheel displayed in any of the Hogwarts Legacy content we've seen so far. So you can tell there is our Edurus Potion, we have the Tentacula seeds, the Chinese champion cabbage, the mandrake. We've seen those in play. And then if we hover over to the focus potion, which was also mentioned, reduces the drinker's spell cooldowns. In the showcase, we see that happen, and we see that the cooldowns go much quicker. It is a brewing time of 1 minute for one bottle. You'll need lacewing flies, fluxweed stem, and dugbog tongue, which I don't know, the dugbugs seem so cute. Aren't they the little froggies? I don't want to take their tongues, but I guess if we have to, we have to. Also on this tool wheel, there appears to be 3 more slotted icons. I don't know if these are able to be switched in and out because I don't necessarily see anything right now that tells me I can have a different set of 8 of these, or if these are the 8 from our tool wheel that we'll be able to explore in Hogwarts Legacy during combat. But there are 3 other potions that are locked. They aren't currently unlocked, so it makes me wonder if we will know the potion recipe or how we acquire those potion recipes. We also know about the Felix Felicis potion, that the recipe is for a PlayStation exclusive, and what those ingredients are, I'm not quite sure, but the potion itself will reveal treasure chests on the map for one in-game day. So I definitely, personally, want that potion because I'm going to be treasure hunting. But these other ones, I'm not sure what they are, especially if they're going to be used in combat. I don't know that Felix Felicis will be in this wheel or if it's just an extra thing that you have in your bag. We also know that there is kind of a heal that you can take, and that was on the right side of the screen. So when your health is low, you just pop a heal potion. So there might be different kinds of potions with different usages. So the toolbar potions might be very useful in combat terms, but maybe not something that you would use outside of combat. Of course, potions class seems to be a likely spot where we'll get all the tips and tricks for particular potions, or maybe unlock other kinds of potions, and maybe those potions will be in our tool wheel. Maybe there'll be other kinds of uses for potions just out in the world. But this is exciting for me in terms of the different kinds of material that we'll have to gather and use to create these resources. And we already have seen leaping toadstools in the world, and that is something that I imagine we would gather and use specifically for Barufio's Brain Elixir. For those of y'all who played Harry Potter Wizards Unite, you know that we had to get some leaping toadstools from the I had to get leaping toadstools from the greenhouses because that was a particular resource that I needed a lot of, and then I brewed a bunch of them and I didn't need them anymore. But that is one ingredient among other ingredients. So for Barufio's, it also included frog brains, rune spore eggs, and what's the fourth one? Oh, powdered dragon claw. So those are probably going to be in a shop, right? Like, I'm trying to imagine, like, I know that some of these ingredients come from creatures, like the one that we're looking at right here. One piece of mongrel fur, which means, I'm sorry, well, no, this looks like a dead animal, just gonna be honest here. It's not like, in our vivarium with our little creatures where we're brushing and we're like, oh, let's get a piece of your fur so we can weave it in. Like, this seems like we're gonna have to hunt certain creatures or acquire this through, I'm assuming hunting. I guess we can find a trader or like a stand out in the outskirts of Hogwarts. I'm not quite sure where we're gonna find this stuff, but I love this stuff in games because it's part of the, like, just everything of it. I'm personally not going to be good at it, but I love how there's a variety of, like, okay, you're going to need particular materials and you're going to go find it. Whether it is like you're gathering it or you're hunting it or you're just paying someone, which is usually what I do. I'll pay you for ingredients, okay? But this is also why I want my bag to have infinite space so that I can just, as I'm scouring the lands and just picking everything I can, I won't run out of bag space, hopefully. Now, the other ingredient in this potion that we got today, the Ashwinder eggs, that in Wizarding World lore is very valuable. So I imagine that we would find that through our encounters with poachers or any of the baddies, really. So at the end of the first gameplay showcase, there is a scene where we were battling an Ashminder scout and maybe a ranger. I don't remember the two titles that were there, but they could have some, like, stock of it in whatever, if they have a camp, like maybe they have a treasure chest and they are hoarding these eggs because, that's what they're doing. They're hunting these eggs so that they can trade them or sell them or use them in their nefarious ways. So there might be different spots where we can go find these materials, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I also imagine we might have some variety in terms of how many ingredients we need for different potions. So this one appears to have 2 ingredients. You have the Ashwinder eggs and the mongrel fur, but I just listed 4 ingredients for Barufio's Brain Elixir, so they might make some adjustments, but it could be that different potions require a different number of materials to combine and make the potion. Maybe that relates to the difficulty, especially if there's a rarity of particular ingredients that it's more difficult to find. I don't know, but I am very excited to see more of this this is a different kind of post. We haven't seen it yet before, where we have like the little clip where it's like, okay, you can see it. This is exactly the thing that we're talking about. And we have like a little extra because it kind of fits in line with, here's a quick impromptu potion lesson from Hogwarts Legacy. You need these 2 ingredients. this is what this potion does. Here's what it looks like in action. We are approaching the end of 2022. I wanted to thank all of you for hanging out with WizardPhD this year, and we are so close to the launch of Hogwarts Legacy in 2023. Let me know in the comments down below which potions you expect to see, especially if there's any of the 3 that you think you've identified in the tool wheel, and any information you have about it. Like, let's say there is an invisibility potion. What kinds of ingredients would we need for that, and where would we get that? I'm pretty sure Demiguise hair is one of the ingredients, or at least maybe that's for the invisibility cloak. I don't really know much about potions, like, let's be honest here. And thanks so much for watching. Until next time, wand's ready.